Hi everyone, welcome back to Market Watch. It is time again to discuss the Digimon trading card game market. BT17 continues to look a little bit healthy, and I want to talk to you about it, but there are a little bit of some fun surprises in the mix for today. If you guys enjoy this content, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notification bells and smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. Here in the Omnimon market, as per tradition, the Alter Bees continue to be expensive, but besides that, everything else is pretty much normalized at this point in time. The lottery cards that are not the Greymons and the Fenrir seem to be exploding. Galamon Crimson mode was the one that was brought to my attention first. This card is almost $1,000 now, as in all the cheap listings were bought out and now there's only one left. And I doubt very wholeheartedly that it's going to be bought for $925. I'm surprised if it got bought for $449, but that's the world we live in right now, you know? So if this sells, good for this guy. If you can sell it for high, go for it. If you can't, then $449 is still a reasonable spot, I think. Imperial Dramon Paladin Mode Ace is now over $1,000. Again, I don't think it'll sell. I think 500's the cap, pretty much. But if you can get rid of it for big money, you should do that. Here, Omnimon Ace has shot to over for $400. The cheapest ones were bought. Now, this is a little more reasonable, right? I can see the 409 listing being bought. I can see that. I can't see the 550 being bought. But, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe some crazy person out there is going to do it. With the ABC card games at 2 sales. I don't know. But this one will probably go. And then you try to sell yours probably around that price is what I would recommend. And then Shine Greymon Burst Mode Ace here. These listings sold no problem. The next ones are 340, 349, and then 5+. I see these ones going. I see them up to 350 going. And if they do, you should definitely sell yours around that price as well. If not, then I can't really help you. But yeah, it's the least wanted of the 4, which actually surprises me a little bit, because like this card, maybe it's yellow bias, but this card is really good. I don't know. I think it'll go for 340. I think it will. All right, Ancient Garurumon has fallen a couple dollars since last time, though people continue to be posting it for expensive prices. People do continue to buy it, so this card is still being well sought after. This is now the second most expensive alt art in the set, and it was a little bit higher than that with the hype. People are getting really excited about this deck, which makes me really happy. I'm a big fan, because it means I'm going to sell my cards. But yeah, this is kind of cool, I guess. If you can sell for that price, I would. Your Koji is down all the way down to $35. This card's fallen a lot. Like, a lot. It's definitely not as good as Ancient Garurumon, which is part of the reason why. But, you know, it's reasonable. I would call this reasonable, though I do continue to see it falling in price. The Secret Greymon has pretty much fallen a couple dollars since last time. Not by a whole lot, though. It still continues to really remain holding in value, which is pretty cool. It is what it is. Ancient Garurumon here has fallen a lot, though. It used to be a $25 super, $26 super, if you guys remember. Now it's down to $15. A lesson to be learned. I didn't see it falling this much, to be honest, but if you waited, you know, now's a good time to buy this card, I think. It might even go down a little bit further, though I have doubts about that. Alrighty. Finally, your Sealed Crisis booster boxes are settling at $100. This is only slightly more than retail, but still, I would try to find it for retail. Because if you can find it for slightly more than retail in TCG Player, that means you can definitely find it for actual retail elsewhere. And I don't think it's a bad idea. If you actually look at the set as a whole, this set is not a bad idea for you to just buy. You know, there's a lot of alt arts that are worth something in this set. True, you might get screwed. You might. Like, you might get Alt Art Argomon and want to commit Toaster Bathtub. When I pulled it, I wanted to. But, you know, you might get lucky with super rares, right? You might pull Paladin Mode's Ancient Garurumon. You might pull Dex Doragoromon for the $5 range one of the Kazuzumon. So, like, it's not too bad. A lot of $5 supers you can kind of see here. I think that if you can get your box for retail, I think you'll do fine. And if you high roll the alternate arts, then you'll do more than fine, which is pretty cool. Alright, it's been a while though since we've actually looked at some sealed product, and you know, I try to do this like once a set or so. So, EX06, box on TCG Player are $120. Is this worth it? Is this a good buy? That depends on your definition of good buy. We have super rares that are kind of expensive right now in the set. Lucemon, Chaos Mode, Trubimon, Ace, Diaboromon. These are all money supers right now. Your secret rares, you could high roll with Miri. You could also low roll with Agudamon. Your alternate arts could reward you, and don't forget in this box, you do get 3 alternate arts, right? You definitely could do fine. Like, you really could. Now, if you go to page 2, you realize that you also could get completely hosed. You could pull these alt arts here, or this one here, or these ones here. Like, it is a gamble. Because it's such a gamble, you know, I would approach with caution. I think 120 is too much, but if you can find it for cheaper than that, I think it's worth it. There's a lot of super rares in this set that are actually worth money. Like, Mastermon Ace is 10, Random Ace is 10, Lithmon is 7. Like, you know, even if you hit the heavy hitter super rares, you could still do okay. Like, you still make out fine. The box toppers aren't anything to write home about in the set, so I wouldn't include those in your choice. But you really could high roll, and you really could do well. So if you can find it for less than 120, I would go for it. I don't know. That's my opinion on the set anyway. BT16. Basically, okay, maybe 130. We'll call it 130 a box. Whatever. Okay, 130 a box. No box toppers that are worth it in this set, right? Your highest alternate art now is Magnamon X, followed by Paildramon. And I guess Rapid X is there. Your secret rares are still worth it. Rapid X is still expensive, you get that. Rapid X is still okay, honestly. How are we doing for the super rares itself? Well, if you take a look, Paildramon is $22, which is cool. You have, what's next? Valkyrie Ace is half. Doremon is almost half of that. And then that's it. For 130 a box, I don't know. You're basically relying. Okay, this is a box where you ideally want to pull a secret rare, because your average is going to be better than an alternate art. So you want the secret rare box and the one alternate box. There's still a lot of things that could go wrong. There's still a lot of alternates in this set that are worth pretty much nothing. Talking about Big Ukamon and Shroudmon and Malamyotismon over here. I don't think it's worth it. I think the financial investment is too much of a high roll at 130, but if you can find it for less, maybe it's worth it. BT15 for $70 a box. Again, no box toppers in this set. What can you do with this set? Where can you max out? Well, if you pull the secret rare Metal Garurumon, you're obviously swimming. The problem with that is you might pull something else. There's 2 other secret rares in this set, right? Like, that in itself is a big problem. You have Quantumon, and then you have Apocalypse somewhere here. Like, you have a 2 or 3 chance of your secret rare being absolutely garbage. That's not worth the high roll. Super rares, Andromonius is way down in price. It's $12, and then nothing even comes close. Symptomon is next, followed by Godamon. $10 a box, no box toppers, and the risk of pulling super rares in this set that are on page 3 TCG Player for resale value, no. I would continue to stay away from this box. I don't think it's worth it. EX5 for $57. This, don't forget, you could pull Raremon or another one of those promos that came in that pack, which would definitely help your value out here. As far as alternate arts go, not super great, honestly. They're not. I'm just being real with you. They're not that great, right? You'd have to really high roll to pull the alt arts that are worth something in this set, which are quickly diminished because there's only like 4 above $10. Super rare value, you have Protoform at 20. You have Leviamon at 8. And that's it. Even with that, because you have a chance of pulling 3 you can pull 3 alt arts guaranteed in a box, maybe a secret rare, and maybe a box topper. Like, I think $56 a box is actually fine. I think that's a reasonable price. You might not make a lot of money off of it, but, you know, you might be able to buy the box, sell the contents, maybe make $10-15, do it all over again, you know, maybe fuel yourself for a little bit while. It's not going to be a massive big reward, but as far as making your money back, you probably will. Things would have to low roll really badly in your favor for you to not get any money out of this box. I'm more confident with this box than like any of the last few we just covered. Blast Ace for $62, we'll call it. And by the way, these $62 listings aren't going to last too long because there aren't many here. If you look at Blast Ace, don't forget that your training cards are in this. You get all 6. And that's still almost worth it. That's like half your value right there. Alternate arts. Lugamon's $50. Patamon's way down in price right now. Satsuki's down. EG's up there. And Magna Ace and all from there on is kind of down in price. You know, that's kind of how it goes. If you go to the actual super rare section of this box, which is page 2, Lugamon's 12 now. It's fallen a lot from its hype. Got Patamon at 5. Nothing else really comes close anymore. BT14, this is going to be a weird sentence, but a lot of BT14 is kind of sort of starting to be phased out in respect to power creep. Sort of, kind of. But, you know, for $62 a box, you still have Zudamon Ace here at Super Rare you could pull as well. Secret rares, you know, maybe pull Andromon and you cry, but Wargreymmon's up right now. Not by much, but it is up right now. And you could get the trainings, and you have the second box upper pack, which could get you Digimon Ace. I think for $62 a box, Blast Ace is definitely worth it. Definitely a huge resale value. If you look at the training cards real quick, and we can just find defense training, and the rest will come up, because I'll just search Blast Ace box topper here. Like $5, $5, $5, $5, together $5. You have a promo pack in there in that box that's $25. That covers almost half your box. Your other box topper might really help you out, and then you just gotta do well with the box, which I think is extremely reasonable to do. BT14 boxes for that price are worth it. Finally, RB1 for $35 a box. Now that Monzimon is tanked in value and the secret rares aren't worth anything anymore, stay away from this box. It's now absolute garbage. Do not bother with it. It's not worth the gamble anymore. And that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!